I'm drinking coffee out of a red cup to make it
like we're at a party.
like it's a party. It's the day after the Amazing Race premiere.
The premiere party was so
It
loud.
was so loud I couldn't even hear.
We couldn't even hear. So we're just gonna go through and watch it and recap. Like, do I have to say I'm your sister?
Okay.
I don't
well,
know.
first we need to put it on.
Okay.
Season 29.
Episode 1 recap. I'm Chase.
And I'm Chase.
London was on the Amazing Race.
Yep.
While she was gone for the month, I participated in the Amazing Chase.
So we're roommates.
And sisters. And
Oh!
Okay, it's starting. When he was like, go find this luggage shop, and they only gave you like compass directions, how did you know what to do?
So we hadn't spoken to anybody at all on the show, like before leading up to it. But we were sitting in a van waiting for a really long time, and I was sitting next to Shamir, you know, the big guy from the Bronx. And I saw that
Shamir was at the premiere last.
He was at the
Shamir was at the premiere.
Thank you. Shamir was at the premiere, but Shamir also had a really fancy watch. And he was sitting next to me in this van for hours leading up to it.
What van?
We were sitting in a van being held before we actually went to start filming the show on the first day. And I, of course, was taking things in. And I noticed that he had a super fancy watch with a really intense compass on it. So when they were like, go this way and this way, in my mind, I was like, well, I'm following Shamir because I know he has a compass.
So you had just seen that he was wearing a compass on his watch?
Yes.
And so you just followed him?
I just followed him.
Does he know that?
Yeah, I think I've mentioned it to him now.
How did you know what piece of luggage to get?
Joey, the guy who got the luggage wrong, before we like took off, he's like, by the way, do you know what Panama looks like? He was just being nice. And I was like, no. And he's like, it's red, yellow, and blue. Every flag in the shop was red, yellow, and blue though.
Okay, so that had
nothing to do with it.
Did you get there and go, well, that was helpful?
So initially I grabbed France, but put it back down like right away when I was there at the same time as Olive. So I saw Olive grab Panama right off the bat. Oh. And I think she's the one that I was like...
She got there like right away. How come you got there so much after her?
I kind of took a little longer getting back because I was confused.
You couldn't find... You weren't with Shamir anymore.
I wasn't with Shamir anymore. Also, you can only run as fast as your cameraman behind you. And at the beginning, every single person has their own cameraman. And like the more like seasoned cameramen can run really fast with all their equipment. But I had someone who we never saw again, and he was kind of
slow.
But still, I got back in the middle of the pack with the right flag. Were you proud of me?
So proud. Question about Team Fun. They seem so fun.
Oh, Team Fun is so fun.
Is that just on TV, or are they that fun?
They are that fun and that positive.
They're my favorite team.
Yeah.
Sorry,
me
Team
too.
Lolo.
Oh, it's cool.
And I really liked...
you like the boys.
The boys. Hashtag the boys.
Hashtag Team Fun.
And which one's Team America?
Team America, Seth and Olive.
Oh, yeah. And they're
just
killing it.
Yeah.
London, you've got the next pick.
I need some muscle, man. I can't believe it.
You just said,
I can't believe
I need
it.
some muscle, man. I can't believe it.
I think I was so shocked that Logan was still left.
You didn't say, I can't believe you're still left.
Right.
You said, I can't believe it.
Well, I didn't even know I was so well-spoken when I picked him.
That wasn't well spoken.
Oh, well, in my mind, I did way worse.
I need some muscle, man. I can't believe it.
So what do you think about London being your partner? He goes, it could be worse.
He meant it in a nice way.
He's a great, great partner.
If it wasn't singles version, London and I
Would
would
have
have
been
partners. But London came home from the race and said, we would have never made it if I was her partner.
And never.
I would have been crying.
And I would
have been lazy.
Oh, boy. I would have been carrying our bags.
You have to head to the airport.
Yep.
Great. And then
Express pass.
Express
big.
Pass.
Yep.
So you looked in your luggage. You didn't have the Express Pass.
No.
What were you feeling?
We were like searching through. We were thinking maybe they hid it, keeping the positivity alive. But we were so happy to have had a cab. that
That was just like fun.
it was like, okay, let's move forward.
But Team Fun getting it was such a wonderful, like,
Oh, what a
they
bonding
deserve it.
They got it.
They
if
got
anybody
it.
got it, we want it to be Team Fun,
Yeah.
right?
With Phil as the girls' taxi, was that an advantage?
Definitely.
Phil's taxi driver?
Well, we're from LA. You know you can't get a cab in LA. It's not like it's New York City. So yeah, it was an advantage.
Oh, but I thought you said they got there last.
They did. They got on the second flight.
Oh.
So was Phil driving like a slow poke? I don't know. I could see it being because they weren't like telling their driver like, hurry, hurry, hurry. They probably just assumed
They were good.
that they were good. Maybe they were like
Yeah.
not hustling.
That makes sense. Did you know while you were driving in Panama that everyone else was also lost? Or did you think you were so far behind because you were lost?
Oh, we were hoping that other people were lost. Like it was so hard to navigate. We kind of had a feeling, but we thought that we were way far behind.
Okay, because you have no idea where anyone else is.
No idea.
And it seems like you're staying positive.
Oh yeah, we were positive the whole time.
Oh, okay. There's some tweets going around saying that London's gonna be someone that fights.
Or Team Lolo is gonna have some confrontation. So
No? Do you even know London?
yeah,
Do you even know her?
it was that first flight though. If
Getting
we
up.
were on the second flight and getting that lost, I think it would have been a lot harder to stay positive.
I've seen seasons though where the first flight gets delayed
True.
and it doesn't even make a difference. So you're lucky that first flight, it's back.
Positive.
It says scoot or shoot.
Right.
Like, is there a description?
Inside there's like a lengthy page giving you some more information, not a ton, but with some more like breakdown of what's gonna go down.
Okay. So why did you guys go with shooting first?
We went with shooting. Logan said he was good at shooting a bow and arrow. This was not a traditional bow and arrow naturally, so you know
Yeah.
that's why.
So you were just like, great, let's do it.
Yeah, it's like yeah, let's do it.
Great.
They were also right next to each other, so
That's
if we
what I was gonna
had
ask.
to switch.
Because usually switching really messes people up.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, now we have to go all the way to the next location. But okay, fun fact.
Fun fact.
They were right
Also,
next to each other.
Chase and I talked a lot about like strategy going into it. It's like if you pick one, do
and
you
I
switch?
told London, stick with it. Because usually that's the best
That's
bet.
the best bet.
If they were right next to each other.
Right. But still, all these strategies that you have going into it, they kind of go all out the window.
Vank and Ashton.
Oh boy.
Funny
What a
TV.
pair.
I think it's hysterical that Vank is like, parallel, hold it parallel, 35 degrees to the left, down.
And she's like, I don't know what that means.
It's like, can you maybe just let me
Try it. It's great. We're having fun watching Ashton and Vic.
Yeah, they're funny. There's a lot on the line, and like I think she's handling it how anyone would.
Right. And
He's
he's
kind of-
handling it how he should
would.
be.
I shot a bow and arrow in 8th grade
In middle school.
in middle school once, so I think I should go first.
I love it. I love it so much.
And she said, "Well, I shot a bow and arrow 6 months ago,
6 of them.
but okay, you can go first. That's fine. You shot it in middle school." London keeps saying, I finished before them. I checked in before them. Why did they say that you checked in 8th when you checked in 6th or 5th?
So, because it started pouring rain, but we were already done with the boats at that point. So the people that were still on the water got a time credit for the time that the storm was going on. When we checked in, they're like, London and Logan, you are 6th. And we were so happy.
So like you had to wait around for the storm to finish.
We didn't. But I guess the people on the boats did.
Oh, they couldn't row.
Right. I mean, maybe they were allowed to row. We'll have to check with that. I think they had to stop. They better have had to stop while it was monsooning. Or
Okay,
snow.
they had to stop. Let's
Right.
say that. They had to stop while it was monsooning.
Right. Whereas
But-
we got to continue to drive.
Oh,
It's going. It's
okay,
going.
Okay.
You haven't heard this? They got there within an hour and a half of us. So when it shows it on TV, technically they're before us. It's really confusing. I like the number 6 over 8, but I
You'll
understand.
take it. And Phil was like, London says you're pretty on the eyes. You never said that.
No. Obviously Logan's a good-looking guy, but that wasn't like, we never talked about it.
Phil was just trying to
Stir the pot.
Like-
the pot.
make a romantic connection.
Right.
They're like playing you up as the girl that wants to find a guy because they included that part in your interview.
Right.
Even though they asked everybody.
Right.
But we're pretty much at the end of the episode, and I was really sad Long Hair Don't Care had to go home.
They had a good spirit. It's a game,
It's a game.
and there's rules.
So let's talk about our outfits. Who are you wearing?
I'm wearing, I don't know, honestly.
These outfits are not how we usually dress. We got dressed up for the episode 1 recap premiere.
Yeah.
I feel like next time we wear PJs.
Me too.
Like,
Well,
that's just so much more us.
Right. PJs and mimosas, perhaps.
PJs and mimosas. Friday morning, check in with us.
Oh my gosh, how
PJs
fun.
and mimosas. Sayonara.
Sign off.
Checking out.
Check it. Team Lolo.
Team Lolo.
Woo! And what else do we need to do?
Oh, I wanted to tell you look so skinny in that episode.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Besides the sweat,
Right, that was bad.
there was one scene where she's just
I'm really sweaty.